So if you vote for me, we can bring cassava plant here to process the cassava. We can bring another plant to produce ethanol from cassava. We can use cassava for biscuits. We can use cassava for poultry feeds. We can use cassava for so many things that will bring us money. So I'm begging you, vote for a businessman who will bring investors to invest in your cassava production. What I'm going to do first is to give you free fertilizers and give you loans without interest so that you can expand your farm to feed the factories that will bring to the 5 northern regions. You see, we are importing this from Ukraine. This is sunflower. Sunflower. Everywhere in the 5 northern regions, we have sunflower. And we use it for oil, to produce oil. And this is imported from Ukraine. Whilst we can do it here, if you vote for me and I'm the president of this country, I will ban importation of all this oil and we will produce our own oil and also export to other countries. This is soya beans. Soya beans. Everywhere you grow soya beans. But we don't have a single factory turning soya beans into milk. We can use this as milk. Soya beans. So, the soya beans go for more and just for more. The way they take out this soya beans. Soya beans are here. Do your part of the probable Tamama. I better make that or what this is soya beans. Soya beans milk. And they only add chocolate. They're producing soya beans here. You don't have a factory that can build this, and we have to import. I'm begging you, give me opportunity, and I'll stop importation of all these, and we build the factories here to produce our own milk. This is milk. Catch it. Yes. From soya beans. This is tomatoes, tomato juice. You produce a lot of tomatoes, and we are importing this tomato juice. Why can't we produce our own tomato juice and also export? That is the only way we can make money. Tomato juice. And we don't have a single factory here in the north. Choboy. This is pineapple and coconut juice. We have a lot of pineapple in this country. We have a lot of coconut in this country. But this, we are importing from Holland. We are importing this from Holland. I want to draw your attention to something. Everywhere in the 5 northern regions, you have tama. And we don't have a factory here. We can use tama to mix coconut, and we have tama coconut juice. We can use tama to mix pineapple, and we have tama pineapple juice. We can mix tama with carrots and have tama carrot juice. We can mix tama with orange and have tama orange juice. What are we doing? What are your leaders doing? They say your brothers. I don't understand why you vote. Because you vote for development, but you don't have any development here. No big factories. These are simple things that we can produce and manufacture ourselves. I'm begging you, let's change and vote for a businessman who can bring businesses into this country, for the youth of this country to get jobs. When we are voting, think of the youth, think of your children who don't have jobs, your children that have completed university and have no jobs. Please think of them and vote for Kennedy Agyapong, the businessman, the entrepreneur who can create businesses for these young men and women in this country. This is yam chips. You produce a lot of yam, and your leaders cannot bring investors here for yam chips, and we are importing potato chips into this country. The good news is people who have been listening to me have started processing yam into chips. This is made in Ghana. Made in Ghana yam chips. Made in Ghana. We can do it ourselves. Let's give it a try. Let's challenge ourselves that we can do everything that the white man is doing and stop importing, and do export. So, This is potatoes. I bought this from Sagadugu, a village after Walawale on your way to Naregu. And I see that we have potatoes everywhere. But pharmaceutical companies import potato starch before they can manufacture the drugs for us. But we can use these potatoes to produce starch in this country. And look, this is potato chips, ready made. You only fry it and that's it, potato chips. And this is also made in Ghana. So we have to give you loans, no interest, fertilizers, chemicals, so that you can grow more potatoes, you can grow more yam, you can grow more maize, you can grow more millet, you can grow more corn. And we have so many factories in the 5 northern regions. And the Southerners will also come here this time to look for jobs. Choboy, you see this? You see this? It's the same as this. I only changed the design. You have done this one way for over 100 years. And we don't add value to it to make money. I only changed the design. And this is sold on the American market for $300, this shirt. I use your boo-boo to sew a shirt, Dumbbell to sew a shirt, and it's $300 in American market. What are we doing? We have to give the weavers money, soft loans to produce more so that we can also sell it to the Europeans and the Americans. I'm begging you, there is money in the 5 northern regions. You only need a businessman, please. You only need a businessman who can change all these. Container pack. Choboy, you produce a lot of yam and you put them in this. I'm the one who manufactures this. I'm the owner of this company. I'm the one manufacturing this for your yam. So if you want to sell this, come and see me. Where is Hajia? When you go to Tamale, she has a shop selling all the things I produce, including this. I produce this. Today, here, they serve me food with the container. And this is my company, Platinum. This is my company. So from Tama, I came here to see my own product. So listen to a businessman talking to you. You have voted for politicians. They speak big English, big English, big English. And still, your pocket is empty. They are always going to World Bank, IMF for loans. The money is here. Let's do it ourselves. Fill these forms. We are going to use these forms to give you employment. You have worked for the party for so long, and when you need a job, they will tell you, bring your certificate. So if you are packing these bottles, do you need a certificate? Do you need a certificate? All the ladies you saw packing this in my factory, about 257 of them are Northerners living in Ashama. So we are also going to use these forms to employ MPP delegates. Because Mahama has employed NDC people and nobody is complaining. So I'm also going to employ you because you are also Ghanaian. So fill these forms. Choboy, I'm going to sit down. But what I want to say is that, you see, I came here to give you hope. Message of hope. What we can do as people. What we can do as people. But some people will come here only to come and do propaganda. Oh, Kennedy Agyapong is this. Oh, Kennedy Agyapong is that. This time, don't listen to them. Listen to the message. The one who can do it. The one who can put food on your table. And not those who will come and do propaganda. I'm begging you. They'll tell you, oh, he's our brother. Give him another chance. Please, stop collecting those forms. Please. People. God bless all of you. Thank you. Kimberly, are you there? You know, this young man is one of the guys, when I'm in power, we are going to promote to establish industries in this country. Because he is example of the Asia miracle that I'm talking about. Because at age 31, what he has done in Northen region, we need to clap for him. So he is the chairman of our campaign fund committee. A lot of the young men should learn from him. They should emulate what he's doing, and Ghana will be developed through them. Thank you very much.
Now so offer we panasem baby so pray to Frank Agyapong people person be yaba na so man panyin tina so a obeda no no so aba honorable Kennedy Agyapong
and honorable Ken some man panyin say onko bi emra say so sanko be ko be mi kan ya ba onko e
Ogo be the akabe you.
Oh, come support no. Oh, some random man kwan won so nko bi o.
I support against or Ogo Kene Agyapong.
O so no wo mu de da na abi na edi.
I was
say no.
Abusua Kwame A+ edi ensem bia ba betu dwa na Gomua Central beto mpesua so mra hye bidiom ni. Ene wo de ensem bia betu dwa na wotre se. Wono de ewom se wa kwakodom NDC amyuku. Nanso no sekene de akompre ko Agyapong ebetu franka de ma NPP ono so be betom NPP amyuku no. Na wono de se bia enoma bia ekoso parliament no wo kan play mfa se NPP amyuku no bia ni wo betimi ewini power ediama NPP adi Kennedy akompre ko Agyapong and ya wakansa mu ankasa na debre me mpese mekasa tenten yenko ne yenkonkoti Kwame A+.
Dia me fi ade ehia yan pa e Gomua Central number 1 eye ade ba akopɛ eno na eye yem number 1 priority.
Okay.
Na eye ekwan a efi wini ba junction ede ba aguna so aduro eye Ghana ha nyina wi kwan a enye pa sa kwan na kan like kwan a enye pa wo Ghana ha if you win by junction ede kwa aguna so aduro.
Okay.
And many just say aban na ahyan ye bose obeya aman from next year aban be start here sa kwan no na won say aban we so do oka obeye enti no eno na ye me headache but ya men chade once aban aman sa promise no so obeya aman no ye wa atwan mu na ye we need that also say it's going to happen.
Okay, what can be this year? We say aban we so dear oka
obeye. Yeah.
Ade no wo hunti ma wo gidie pass oka obeye.
Oh, John Mahama ntwantro.
Okay.
Odi president we are besan man Saint John. On say Roma so ma Saint Michael Saint John Mahama odi president we are beman Saint John.
Ade.
Like or kind of credit adni obetumi aye nia wo wadwen ya wo no ye different from o person ye bibi ja o man keke na okọ wo enti no na se wo hwe nyama o kan se obeye eni nia waye sese na aburo so Ghana ha se wutumi manage economy ni ya solve problems bebre and John Mahama aye adie in terms of managing the economy. Ye ba ye John Mahama si DSTV eche o Jubilee House na hu ni mfaso na nkofo ye na ye kasa but ye kwemu se Ghana bibie nsi ye si petrol ye de ma ministers na ye twinam in and out na so akoji petrol obekọ goil na ban the car bebre osi we kwemu. There are so many interventions at John Mahama ya amasika anka ye spending no ye manage ye sika no responsibly. Enu nko ya de bia say dollar eba from a solve Ghana problem bebre.
Ono no be bisa say
yep.
Sa DSTV CK.
Yeah.
NSA fuel no kampo no binum raise concerns bebre say there are certain special duties be no want to mean kase wo ma fuel. But inti eno kana nke so mudi nchemu yeba. But talk of DSTV because ne CK ya here.
Enu na ama Ghana ye ya here no. Ye wa here nkete ya ye bebre. Obi wa 99 million 999 million aka one ahia ba ko no wa ye billionaire onya bi enti we ya ahia wa ha na edi kakra wa ha ya ahia wa ha wo de bebom at the end of the year auditor's report na beba no auditor general report na beba no na ya ahia na ye bebre enti ye tete so nkakra ewo every sector nyoma na ye ya sika no ye se no John Mahama on ka se o we de ya ahia eno na ma akufu ado aban na nko ye ya ahia wa ha we di kakra wa ha ya ahia ye di bom no na ese obi edi 2 point something billion enti John Mahama sisi ne din foforo don't give small money chance me sika ketwa kwan ma ne mfa ba bi ho na kese no so ba fa akonti o block ni nyina na edi oman no ho dwuma. Look, John Mahama has stated clearly that next year the entire Ghana will be a construction site. Bi be for Ghana hebia no ye construction. The entire country is going to be a construction site, which means that every place, every district, there will be roads. Minister for Finance or kind budget, also was selected about 165 or so constituencies. Every year, be about 10 kilometers of road. Let's just say every year, be a point to say 10 kilometers. Be say, in fact, say domain at the best call. No, about 10 kilometers. What? It be in front of Anchor, right? Of Anchor barrier at the bus circle thereabout. every year every constituency 10 kilometers of road you are selected, and next year it is going to begin under the big push program. There's so much that is going to happen. Say your boy is kanano kakra need to go ni anya say we di kakra ya here o ma said sika ya here o we sika ya here say your boy is kanano a o man ni be ye. Okay.
Best 3 days ago, 4 days ago, Gomwa Central Special Economic Zone no a ceremony a course na nipa bai.
Yep.
A titiri ni enintini for a bypass. And prior to that in the company, Omanpenyini eka wasem say about 21,000 acre, acres of land and a big developing industrial park. Because Mankomodi a course pa. Ene say share ASA economic industrial park here and I say Gomwa being a economic industrial hub. Ubi tinji lay person the baby to us na we dey say potokasa die ne die ene bekom
ne pese ye Gomwa no ade a John Mahama started say under Naban in the first term.
This way and I say
the first yes
okay.
Yes
you di come by
obaye no nanka obeye ye be see factories Gomwa.
Okay.
Baby Gomwa edano is the second busiest trade corridor in the whole Africa, the Abidjan-Lagos corridor. Most nipa bebre you know how to monetize enyoma. So if you Abidjan be say Lagos. So if you Sierra Leone, so if you Senegal, obefa Gomwa abefa Winneba Junction. Asan abefa Gomwa biom abakaswa. Sa kwan we ekọ Africa hu nyina ahia. Ofa Africa map na ubi Winneba Junction. So ofa sa kwan so obetumi akọ round san besi obiem. Nti bebia Nyankopon den ato no. Eno kwan no eye bibia eye valuable. But it takes people a omoti sa de na se to understand. Nkofo bebre kwa China omkotu nioma no mo de aba abeton. There are over 1.4 billion in nipa in our Africa. Na omampeni Mahama hu say yetumi e the factory na nkofo be trampoline no makoto nioma o China de aba no yetumi si factory no ha eye sa kwan yiso na obia nam enti ebema nkofo be gina ha ato nioma enti na mampeni kan say opese oye 24-hour economy. Say you see factories, you see residential, commercial facilities, all the 24 hours no, a gruma be koso, you be employing crofo, you be producing bebre, you be exporting bebre. Ghana, your economy no, we are in an enclave economy. I can say economy enclave economy. I just say raw material no, even though we raw material ni bebre, but anyone na we export no, and sign more money no. What's the raw material now they call no more akoye to say kuku
add value to
no more asan be 10 times the value. Mampeni Mahama 24-hour no or can enche say yenko bie disco no bia nko tenam no nko sa ma de enche na wo say we are no bi so abesa kakra enye sa the 24-hour economy e kire
so bi adwuma o running no nipa ne running 24 hours tita wo no bebe mu anapa na bia kwa ewia sound dey no dey running a business
but omo a nipa bebre ho omo mpa de papa ena unya kasa obaya de papa that lumba nyomba ko oso obrempon bie ni ho a wesisi aman mu a mangu nanimu ase ntanya me wanwa anochi dua abode anko twaneda na anwawade ban na wanye oyisika dwa man enso so okoje wieye duraba okoye na wamba bi magana fo nya bi kan tigana fo bi obebi omenye bi aka nti also unya some mindset bi adonke like one nyehu mampeni e kan 24-hour economy no wana nkrofo start by say hey osi ebeko disco yebe bi restaurant 24 yebe say oko Las Vegas restaurant yemye 24 hours. Las Vegas near a desert. In the pan chance no more say look at Las Vegas in 1940s. Near a desert. In the pan chance na she sa kru see her. Today the city never sleeps. It's not just about your friends and entertainment and all. It is about producing more. This is a continent with over 1.4 billion people. Say over 1.4 billion people will have. What we have to do necessarily making sure that Africa continental free trade a year ago. Say na be ya obet me produce wa ha. No afọ goods or produce wa ha. No dey akọ Nigeria. I won't your duty. Identity China ye na Africa ejina bibi ejina ne say China no we produce ade wo Shanghai now they call Guangzhou obi anhia wo kwan so bi say we duty won until they have a bigger market. Africa no we be free ha ebedu Lagos no we be share over 70 barriers. We be jina sa it is very difficult to get goods from one side to the other. Until when you are producing, the markets are very small. And now the Africa Continental Free Trade, the headquarters, Ghana. And so this is pushing for people to produce, to be able to sell their goods across the continent. With that, let us see more factories I be producing. Within Africa, we can reach a lot of people. Already we have free zones. Ghana Free Zones Authority amount some incentives to bring your raw material and all in to produce. So you are getting free zones to assist you to bring the raw material in, and you are getting AFTA to assist you to take the finished goods out. That is building a very resilient economy. Okay. And this is what we are going to do in Gomua. Maminka we answer will be our next question. Young fan say na ye kan fa Gomua we ye ntumi aye police ba chen. Police
mention someone that die. There's all to me.
Which Yamra? Why LLB? Which
Honorable.
Honorable. A hand common and a midibano. Unim say a castle obi ada obi unim yet. But I didn't make us say police in China say John Mahama be a president first term no. And on because we see Hope City a war. Wager. And Crofo Bebre can say and the John Mahama by the Hope City went to me and see. Na no keke no they can Hope City no akweje ochi one what's else more going to mentor now want to mentor us as well the kind of development speed and for the two America ko hono John Mahama nti enene because of idea because who was going there until John Mahama said that omu besi bibi ohano a lot of people moved in there. It attracted a lot of investment because if this place is going to turn into a city then let's go and get land there. And then that is one of the most beautiful places are a the kind of malls and no matter time you can say basic airport or pram no na pram no be ampe but because
America basis
because they knew that the airport be then ebebaha we leader na dream be o vision na numa sem keke kra no ema enoma bebre den eba
ba say etimi so yewu
na yanka no meba
say metie wa de mo ka sesi e be si ogomwe emba na
meba I'm a example of Asama John Mahama kan, and people were saying that John Mahama kan ba ko wan ye omo developing the main building no omo amba and be developing the main building as for me enye obi na oba we are going to build. When with the kind of people that we brought to our to the lunch, Yankara, we footballer be a friend David Beckham, England, yeah. Bobo who we are seeing for the Queen no be night, as Sir David Beckham, we seen there on to me maybe. Yeah, Papa Sam Jonah. Queen look fan or boss you baby no be night, on Yankara. For him to wake up and come and sit down at an event, you know that we are going to build something big in Dubai.
Okay, so
bigger than Dubai, yeah.
Me share niema ujina so sese ya.
Yeah.
Mo share say a eco recreational park.
Yeah.
Organic farming, 24-hour business districts, and eco industrial hub. When you know a dear pa dear point person befa e betimi asesa omanfo mu gomwa wo mabrabo. And
your man for Wogumwa no mon also. We are looking at creating 300,000 jobs. That's what His Excellency the President said that your minimum. I was say answer na me fi abemuno. Now you tumi create bibia. You be creating new jobs, not less than 300,000.
But say in as much as say omanfo dodo na benye bene ese kroma so
me pa chere say omukra de ebebu onso ka say den ebetumi aye aboa gomwa na pa chere gomwa na de ye ndoso nti ebebu so amana tra. Okay. And so we are looking at adnya enyoma ebe ya ebeboa gomwa na aboa Ghana nyina and even the continent. We are going to say that year event we didn't just come and sit down and do an event. We are signing various MOUs. Here ka say National Service for omo pasasia omo de beye omo farms omo de beye poultry omo beye agro processing omo pese omo edua ade a omo process wo hwa.
Okay.
And
we are build omo factory
no hwa. We are in talks with them. Yeah, ka say Ghana Heavy Equipment Limited on person see center omo de equipment no heavy machinery, bulldozers, all that you're there to on person see a center for servicing for Bibia ewo. Yeah, can say the African American diaspora village. They want land. On person see omo village ewo zone no more. So we signed about 7 MOUs. We have another group that wants to do medical tourism. Nipa bebre omo yare omo South Africa. Omo yare omo ko India. So our group na no signing MOU on the day no. Omo person omo be see a modern, ultra modern hospital. So obi yare across the continent no. With me aba or to the special economic zone to wabeja yare hwe ho. And we are not just saying what we wish to do. The next generation will not inherit what we wish for. They will inherit what we have the courage to build.
No, because go more central there. So sa I betimi aso say ni suade hunu kese we say nyina.
Go more central ebe say Monaco beye 10. So from Monaco kru na efe Monaco na agidin kese na was Spain no. Go more central so say beye 10 times. Yes, ye zone no kwa so say Monaco kru ni na.
France.
Yes.
Okay.
Monaco or France won. Boy. Ye zone no kwa no so say 21,000 acre upa check online say o checking kuro akese don say Goma Central so say Vatican but when a Roman nyina ti wo
aso sa usually they would try to say na I don't nkoso say who no say baby
but me try dey bi nkofo bebre nim me ye MP for Goma Central honorable page ye MP for Goma East. And Richard Jan, MP for Gumwa West. Gumwa is the biggest ethnic group in Central Region. Gumwa started with Fete.
I started Fete.
Before Fete.
My young share ASM for you we say Nakasafa and my area near about near Henry. So we share or friend is saying NSRC.
Higher Cape Coast Castle. And it represents the Central Region. Okay. But this is the zone that we are planning to build in the next 10 years.
No, it was Central Region and that's
in Gomwa, and this is not even enough for Assassina Yesi. We have 21,000 acres. That is about 85 million square meters. What I say. So this is the zone that we are hoping to build, like in terms of agric. We have areas that demarcated for agric. We have area for residential living. Now, maybe church or idea 110. This is like a business district in Gomwa, and what we are doing is very simple and straightforward. Ghana, the biggest problem are yewo memu hapanes or kota asase anamebwa. Ye create idea in such a way obi a wo Ghana ha na say what outside Ghana opese what asase e wo Ghana ha sidan. Ubetumi ato asase wo Gomwa esidan a wonfa wonan si Gomwa da. Ajo na make an what you say.
Na say.
E was say wutumi tena wiase ba bia anywhere in the world. Woto asase sidan a Gomwa asase na da ho wonfa wonan si so da but wato asase sidan. Obi entumi ndi wusika. Wusika bi nkoka wo for bi ho. You can buy land, build in Gomwa without ever stepping foot in Gomwa. And I will explain to you how that works. This is our business district. This is how we want the business district to look in 10 years. In the next 10 years, you should have our business. This is like a recreational center. Obiye Friha Oko Dubai. This is like a farm. This is a commercial area in Gomwa. Ochina nopa ye ko site. Ochina nopa ye ko Gomwa. Me won kofo they are ready to build more warehouses tomorrow. We are not joking.
Oh, so what's that here already?
On the 21st of December, we are cutting sword. By the time we be cutting sword, you see entrance now. Enclave no. We are building the entrance. We are commissioning it on the 21st. Tomorrow morning, we'll be at the site. Anybody who wants to do business with us in Gomua, come to the site tomorrow morning. We are doing the junction. We are going to the site. Ya him for no more Gomua. We are seeing we are him for business minded. Omoye correct from Ghana to Azerbaijan echiho baby Gomua Central ahemfo omoka ho because omo assassinate da ho ye ne ye edua banchi ne ade pe wo so yemfa ye hwe empinya kan say this is how I want us to manage our land. This is what I want us to do with our land. Everybody said we agree, and they are giving the land to the project and to the 24-hour economy. We want to build, we want to develop. Ghana ebeye me sheda na me di MP under John Mahama because me say John Mahama me ne kan sama ebefa. Yes.
And the be di MP no na wonim say His Excellency John Mahama na be win elections na.
About saying na me nim say John Mahama na be win elections and the 2024 election obi anu nim say John Mahama be win no onu on politics ase. How can you how John Mahama Akufo-Addo abanye obebu ye. You youngsters now omo ye adwuma wo bank no. Oba pe no gu banks ni nyina. It is a demographic no patcho meba meba omo beje no omo fa omo nyina kogu ni amaje no. Sa demographic no ento abama Akufo-Addo. Enkwara na omo susu na omo twa bet no. Omo twa Akufo-Addo se gise omo mbia menti ase to twa bet na odi amame bi ulu su dia woka sa nkwara no mo nto aba ma Akufo-Addo empanifo no mo kɔ pension no om dom sika kɔma aban se daache aban ebehwe omo aban giska no to na daache omunyi a omo age so mfa so no dia to mo nduro aban se mintua na no hwan na we expect so beto aba ma MPP. How was MPP going to win? When we speech na me ma program last no me started 2 years ago we about saying it's about 2025. Me about me 2045. Me per speed. Me like me the speed. Oh, I did the time travel. Me cool. 82 years ago, no, I started your speech. Said that actually me the MP Gomua Central. Me the MP. As I see the hey na me per see DSA. Say ni ebeye. Enti de bia me de nyane anama choka kan me bia free. Me bia shem sa. Enti da na me kan speech no. Na mpani 40 ho no me per se me kan ade no mo se me kan. Yansa kan me kata me ni kan asma me per se me kan. I know exactly what I want to do.
Nti wo no sa 2 years ago no. Now prepare so already no prepare that now we say a nay or mampany.
Of course,
your mama on a bay or mampany.
Of course,
say ubedi MP na breast
because onuna de ade papa beba onuna previous no menina onuna ode the kind of support are you here to do what we want to do. Onuna woni ne kan asema ebe ye Ghana for John Mahama or ye nsira e de amon my say ebe ye ne saint and ye kan you be or MPP ni me see makasa wo TV ni radio so we call social media nkofo be do atama me she obia wa say da no me na me di atama obi hu me ayen twa photo Ghana for me form serious asemo kan say bia we be do atama me fa me ho John Mahama is a great guy ya that ye be the saint ye don be Vatican ya ye the saint Mahama is a great guy. Your mama is a great guy.
No, so because he didn't be na me pese me hu wo mo de ne be koi.
Yeah, you be applications for GM. Obi or central region. I will share central region for munim. Say yen central region for any party. Say be alcohol voters, so voter there you to abako ha. Oko Ashanti so mo to ko ha oko isin. Central region any party. Your party, your development, your flag, your progress. Obi oya ade papa man no ene yeto abama no sa na wo se Ghana ha nyina ye na we di 8 years into we su medibi and this for year ade papa they will break the 8.
Okay,
all we want is a developed Ghana. Nkofo bi e wo Dubai na ho ye anwem desert and beautiful gardens and shining cities in Dubai.
Until now no who ne say eyo mampanyini na bre yisu eniema ususu se wo hyehye beboa ama omanfo anya so mfa so ama Ghana empo bi aso omanfo dodo na aso no enunti na ama wani agye ne ho a wo praise ni say na
empen dodo san na wo hu se Ghana ha aban asesa e ma aban dada no ni project na oye or status oye no yambo break like ya continuous I pesi complete. And no lecture said there is a human being in this country in the Jubilee House now who doesn't politicize development. Really back when I said Akufo-Addo started so here. Your Mahama baye no so mabo break that and now you can say lay asphalt. Like just keep going. I don't care who began the project and when they buy and we just keep going. Motorway no Akufo-Addo concern ya started. Your Mahama be won't see abo break. E yade be Ghana keep going. We nipa say ono kwamni ma dinti obi ansoma no kaka na menkobio. It's the next question.
Entinka there be say one of us me interested one of the okay. Unim di entinka won kobio. Ususu senko won kobio. I
didn't know 4 years be amoto aba.
Me say ususu senko.
Senka China eto aba 4 years and come na ye. Na obenya nkofon be trans social media and now the lawyer of hwan and now constitution hwan na obetwa tintin. Dubai eto aba 4 years, UAE eto aba 4 years be anka kru na ye. The biggest problem we have in Africa is the kind of democracy we are practicing. Democracy is consensus building. So long as we can reach a consensus, that is democracy. As democracy no. If we can't reach a consensus, then we put it to a vote. Say you can't mean you agree come back when they yen to you kun yesu no na ta de no waste me say okay yen to because senke ba ko omu ya teach say and no na dig every year be a sika wo sesa edo koto aba ni wi a afi de say bibia sesa afi be converting broni ni ma de ode ya bibini ye bibini so ato
na se ko na so to aba
broni o hye ni kuro no wi anso ye democracy broni hye ni kuro no wi ye o sise wie na bibia to autopilot no the democracy e baaye England Buckingham Palace na you be feel na mo to by force free no ya to ye de si Diamond hene na ye queen no and na no mo democracy but ye sise kuro no me se egomua me democratic dictator asame me no waka ho ba na me na o mitrim
ne de omo ka
yemfa nipa dodo en hihya de ye de nipa kakra bi yen ye ka enti wo be kire wadwen o e bi a mefa benye by force na me ka se wo nyina mo kogina o so obi akogina sei wanye ne sa o man ne enye obi amove nko ha ono abo na e kasa no because ade a me wunja 900 mempe me wo fie wo bebi aye DVL no 2 years ni me see order we are the coin. We will fear wo yarefa. Na some from so be akoto me one was yes. By 3 years or 4 years mean 2 me twema ko ebudu na maka say yes me wo dan by SS wa. Me de ye dan. It me mempe ahonya de be pese me ye bibija me constituency. Ene Ghana sana intino eno sa no na me meka no eye final.
Na say de wo bobosu ye ahonya de ne se nka.
Me patch say eye na nka me ye sa anyoma no.
Say wunye Japan.
Me de ye den Endra Elon Musk the richest man in the world. Osi ne diapade no nyina no ohun say delay no nti ompe. We have to build a country. And now the Benyan yes we yewu. Me nka ebusiafo ya obi helicopter akobo from wewu. We are say de kwan. I want to build. And this is the person John Mahama is. John Mahama wants to build Niger Bibi Mechimba. And you know, Samoti Africa ha, not the Bia Mubetwaba because Yetwaba, Ghana, the democracy, Yetwaba, the Bia Yetwaba. Mubetwaba, Samu ye.
Young two are better than a beer, come Bia. See, I
didn't also because
and they send coming in.
Coming from a transwanka and coming here MP, but in Kagana ye. And Yenya may yen here. Miyamanka coming Kumanko, your president, Bessie, say, Yamede friend.
And they dear Mampenini. Nintine yen shoson kase nke be ya mema yen
oh no a nice man no ntese me ibenya ko bi ono diwia onya hwini wia na obekire mo mafia Ghana for say o se ye de enodin o se ye de adwen bi o se ye ade bi be 20 years eto ho enu bi na o se Rollins here me Rollins me feeling ba nyoma bi wa wan ye ni ye
ntina nka ko onye ne se
no power to change this country it
wan ye ni ye no so feel
oh say wuntumi enka se obi ho won feel bibia amfa me meti we kofo bibre na bi wa won feel but enu bibi so obi feel what you say say won pema sam kra e bia wo ya Arsenal supporter me so ya Arsenal nti ebu Arsenal sam dia ye nyina be kan ye ti be ya dwen be ko ban krom aha enti no baby wa won feel baby also obi feel me but the number of years I did see Dubai, no, the same as the number of years I Rollins did president, and I'm 20 years, no Dubai assistant, 20 years Ghana Hanieti. because na osuro say e adem be we kodu no afi Ghana for kasa
plan ahead ebi wo hon ma ye 2025 mo no won hwe no mo hwe be 40 years ahead
anti Ghana yen plan wo hefa
gone past
Ghana ye plan wo he Ghana yen plan e den the country as Ghana what is the plan the only plan is say MPP for be did say state mampeni I will say yes state of emergency because when him say mampeni state of emergency near stop will be as a mobile anya mining for no e 2028 or metro aba MPP o mbubefu enti ade na omo ye na yes say bia yes say ye pese e bo mine no ye so ayaza
enti afine that time na ban you opposition no ka say o declare state of emergency na
why the kind me ba cho why
our friend is saying honorable okujeto ablako kan bi
bona
obi mpe me pacho mu wasa
me no nesu amra
pacho wadaro
obi ma mo hwe na
mo
na me hwe
the declare state of emergency
that time na wo ka so mo kan no
me ba na ma me bisa say it's no more intention no say small scale
party for ka kire minister say party hieska mu nyina na ye say ayi papa regional chairman only declare forest president forest like forest were president there it means that Akufo-Addo was benefiting from Galamsey if that is true
and then they say na so
Abujinapo eko kan say akonta mining say forest pressure mo party for na man no Abujinapo no na more the intino to the minister no they went after him but the minister knew that more say assassin the minister wanted to stop it. They did not support it. And this guy was in this country destroying our forests with impunity. What I say, John Mahama is not interested in Yomoyeno. He's not interested in that mining. And I am on the majority side. Obi Asamba Kekese member of MP wako kan say wako frɛ emso mo anti Galamsey for no penny for ni bi as oko make statement bi omo assume say o person o protect nipa no and as me see platform no so no ade a MPs ni ye o platform so no what you nyina ye MPs nti uno colleague kasa at least but yeah, the kind of kasa na course or platform no so no e ma me hope say the MPs are supporting the president to fight Galamsey and your party here ska nti yense asase no and your party here can John Mahama is doing very well in terms of Galamsey. He will not declare a state of emergency. And your NPP for the better how to stop Galamsey 8 years. And your NPP for the better how to stop Galamsey in Ghana.
But CSOs ni binum so show my jane efa ho can say no so bit me aboa recent year Dr. Brian Champon can say and can stop it mining no in yes be a state of emergency but for 90 days said the one bit me the restructure and near my no so bit me
stop it mining and I say you stop it illegal mining.
You stop me na say because now no obi be catch us me a small scale miner make it a license make kai so pass one MP better na can say one more small scale miners ni nyina enkita mining license but a prospecting license ni kita which and also a ma wo kwan says we to former good
I was say obi
enti afra enti kasadi obi omo nyina enjai. And
how can you expect say when you started say maybe am for cocaine into dealing cocaine when people mo ton cocaine still like the BIHB how can Gold Board arrest everybody overnight see they would do it but it's Gold Board doing well
no they call Burkina and
the common ton Gold Board Gold Board and ton illegal gold
okay
obi any evidence be say Gold Board at gold mampeni hwa we first ni e be kan social media ko we dey information of me information me catch your mampeni we the money America
na so far the work kan nyina no mampeni to ho na mo
papa ene na ma me je no ho no onte se ba ko no wo kan no akoka catch say no o kan no catch say hwe hu ye wa ko we ho no be catch say why say me mo obi edi makama se me wi
ene se ni obebe na de waka wo to ho na mo ebi ne de hen na
abena
pesi ye hu
obra pani na opesa wo trek me
me trek say o de me trek wo da
first na me so say do school
honorable me so say do
school ko primary school
I'm for watch it. Show the dancer.
I can get to me so.
Ana bonya no kre.
No person to trick me.
The main trick. You say nyina yesua de. Say the baby who say indeed that some.
Say me person me can some Ghana. Me can check the relevant authority. Me ba catch Ghana for say hey mo first near trotro no more Facebook. That time na twem. They say asem bi wo ha. We fa kwan. Say be me person aban no are very stable. Now, to focus in developing.
But then they chose you know the.
That be no can omuntie. It's after be can abonti.
And who say aban we tie ni.
We do tie nti who hia say o can abonti ko aban we tie asem. Wunya ka asem na you deal with it. Nti no enya ade a wo say
so na ke bi kire ya de wa kan me deal with it na.
Ye pon a.
I don't person Ghana for betie.
Da bi.
Okay. Wo kasa bia aya na wo hama on Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes.
Ni vision. Now person will revamp, will revive it. Ene no obi hwe ya de ben na anase nema ben na Dr. Kwame Nkrumah aye ye kawa ede wo so person wo didi dwuma ma wo manfo mo gomoa central.
Yen nyine na akokɔ na nya ne.
Akokɔ. So akokɔ abon. Okay.
Na akokɔ no na nya akokɔ baako. Way back some 60 years ago. Ne edenya ne anopa so mu feeding kokon wo Pomaze poultry farmer eno ne nya ne now it was the biggest poultry farm in West Africa. The whole West Africa, Pomaze poultry farm was the biggest. So if you did me kai yesusa ye di be na ye fie and like any poultry farm no like if you be in the middle it would na ho a hu poultry no and say almost no mu feeding kokon adede no ene egu Kwame Nkrumah see Pomaze poultry farm, which was the biggest poultry farm in West Africa. We no see feed mill. Say akoko no e be na eduane wo ha. Nti feed mill no ko aguna so adura. Udu gomu ahwe nkwanta. Wo hwe right, wo say dan kakraka bi so atete. Ho na ne ye nkoko na eduane. 83 e kom ba Ghana, ho na ne ye kwaji yellow corn. Owie no say wo fe apam kwan no so a. O right hand side be obeye hatchery. Ni ya akokɔ ne ba no ɛwɔ hɔ nti poultry farm ne yɛ nkra akokɔ ba mfiri abrochi ɛna yɛ ka sɛ Ghana yɛ kra akokɔ ba Kwame Nkrumah 60 years ago ne yɛ akokɔ ba no ɛwɔ hatchery hɔ ne yɛ daba poultry farm hɔ yɛ ne duane no wɔ so eduro kwan no yɛ daba poultry farm hɔ owie no yɛ seed company because yɛ due buro ɛne nneɛma a yɛ de feed akokɔ no ɛno yɛ after hatchery no okɔ anim a seed company ɛwɔ hɔ owie no yɛ animal husbandry ɛwɔ Pomaze topo animal yenye ne twie ne ade wo ho owie no ba wi ne bakru mu a no pese adwuma oyɛ no we ya menkwam area asam na meko ho no pese adwuma oyɛ no otumi etre ne nkrofo mo tie adwuma na ase enti osi Kwame Nkrumah Ideological Institute and the ho ne friend no South Campus University of Education Winneba owie no be see specialist training college ye training nkrofo TVET vocational technical and vocational ewo ho and then on the North Campus of University of Education Kwame Nkrumah na bibie hia no area where say obesi National Academy of Music your friend NAM and then on the Central Campus ewo Winneba Station ho this is in within yan area ho
it's we nyina ye in line with the opesa we are
and if somebody was able to think like this 60 years ago so nipa ba to make and this was in one area all the whole of Ghana if somebody was able to think like this 60 years ago not only WhatsApp only Facebook no to me enya TV in Kana sama obia ente no to me put people together he was able to think like this 60 years ago adentina yenya ene ye wo ho we cannot build upon this to create a new Ghana in the next 20 years we are going to build a new Gomoa. We are going to continue Nkrumah's vision. We are going to build a whole new Gomoa.
In the next 20 years?
In the next 10 years.
10 years.
We are going to build a new Gomoa.
Okay, so...
And the youth in every part of this country must also demand that certain maybe has to go. You be by 10 years time, you be boom no na Ghana.
So meaning say after what time we say you will contest again?
Like 2028. Me campaign.
Okay.
Maybe win election.
Okay. So there
like Obi Beba be contest A plus Ogomoa Central.
No be say
Oba na be say contest na. Mebo, you kro be fe Ogomoa da hom. Ohene ho friend na kwapra. ono na odin we campaign na obaba dokwane na na ida na be campaign na akọ afranse na keke kro no media constituency no media o
into what says what fan afebo
me ndm pinche and that's something I'm saying on your show.
Okay.
Me per time be the create idea be to ho na me call.
It will be for how long?
And the men can net.
Say be a 2-3.
But men check pa there say be a MP for here that be me menche me person me we be magumu afuna fe me jimani we ase de ye bewu enti na MP no me jai die.
O DMP dey on.
That be by this time dem me danya ne a say me hwe nkrofo ko school or say me mom nyoma my whole life for this period no for taking care of my people. Some shaman call for
the next 15 years.
Meaning, but me person me call leave. Me call leave. Me call pension. But some DMP ka kre me na me call pension.
Okay.
Once me me na me driving. Police ni ndi mechi. Me hu ma bra bo say me na police ni afa tu no di mechi. Da bi sa bra bo na me mpe. Me start MP for na let say no ma me ho kire me. Me Ghana indipado do no pemasem. Obi a me bodyguard. Untumi amere
nto bi antan wo na ha
omo amu didi atam social media ko hu person me twa photo kwame plaza a guy
enti se wo ka sesi a so pese wo gya bibi e ma wo me ade ade na sa abre no edu ho no pese wo mo de kai wo me say so de ho ne de do so but maybe there's a specific thing na waka say your body pe ne aka say honorable Kwame Asare
by 10 years time no obi abehu say Gomua has been industrialized.
Okay.
We are going to build Yankopon Chenye area. We are going to build a 350 megawatt solar plant in Gomua. By next year, we will have a solar plant sitting in Gomua.
Okay.
The whole Ghana, baby. Next year, we will do Gomua. Obi say you build a Gomua solar power plant.
Okay.
And it will be there forever. We are doing Ghana. I'm some motor lights 2 cedis per kilowatt. So we use 10,000 kilowatts. Means every day be able to 20 Ghana for electricity somewhere Bragomua. By next year, when we finish building our solar, we'll be to less than 50% of near Wucha baby no. And it's all the way you man bit na baby no from bar. We know how to attract the businesses to come with cheap energy. Once we have cheap energy, a lot of businesses will come in.
Me jawa ma wako said we see account wa chire yen say bra wo de si wani so ne nu ho abekọ ne niam aye de bekai wo sisi a wotena ha se mit follow wo kasa wo ka wani je said o mampanyini si bu na ban wani je ne hyehyɛ ya wo ye ho nyame ya dom after 4 years no ade na wo susu Ghana for de bekai wo mampanyini ade on bekai
mampanyini say sometime bi obaye mo omo di nani omo ni manka omo made to aso nkomo ndi nani ankofa metu salamba ame say o man no
metu salamba
akama semewie yampon ana
honorable meda wase
mesumeda wase pin
I was for honorable Kwame Asare Obey adodo na afe no A+ ena ne ye ne no edi nkomo enim se be san boaka
ubehu se asase ni nyina da ho ye di market ni nyina like ya chichem asase bia won a plot number
research no me ade bi uma me boke na audio ni ma wi a na chemadwen on the tribal side of things and so how it is shaping up in the MPP primary. So yes, can I to bomb bang me I really me nigga man I don't know, but make sure to subscribe and click notification you know with the video be to my be no bet me ahwe we are no just comment in the comment section no 10 days now or yeduma pa or no for no grant interview na or say enkrofo bi gidi go bi omo bon no for no send one ya man enkrofo bi onya zero a on je resource into 2 ne onyama mo ye ne tribal politics MPs ministers ne ade no ono de wa edin mo baba former abe campaign mo behu na ebesi.
You see, and let me tell you, there's a gentleman here going around, he said what? I've forgotten his name. The petty politics they are doing in the 5 northern regions and the tribal politics, I have to state it emphatically. Going around here, the youth now want development, so they are buying into my message. But the political leaders, MPs, former ministers, threatening them. Some leaders threatening them. They call them and tell them, if you don't vote for one candidate and you campaign for anybody, leave our land. So should I also go to central region and give an order like that? Let me tell you, they shouldn't deceive themselves, that they should stop the tribal politics, because the 5 northern regions, central region, western north, we are more than the 5 northern regions
combined. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So they have to be very careful. You do tribal politics here and you come to the south. Again, I'm advising them that if MPP will win, you need Ashanti region, eastern region, central region. Okay? These 3 regions alone. And you have to break even 50-50 in Greater Accra and you win. So when you come to your place and play tribal politics and you expect the Southerners also to vote for you, I'm begging them, we need unity in the party. I can also go to the South and play tribal. What will happen to the party? You see, you asked the question. Last election, they did the same thing. And when I responded, I only responded to all the allegations.
That were made against you.
Yeah, that were made against me. And they turned around and said that I was insulting the party. So this time, I've been quiet. I'm not responding to anything. And they are shooting themselves on the foot. Because this time, how can you go to election and say that we are going to provoke him to spoil his own campaign? So now, I'm not saying anything. And the whole party man going around Northern region saying that Kennedy Agyapong has been giving information to Yoko to arrest MPP people. How can I stoop so low? And do I know what you did at your various ministries for me to go and report? That dirty campaign will not help us. Again, a guy is going around saying that if he vote for Kennedy Agyapong to win, NDC is going to use Ameswale. So he killed Ameswale. Wow. This is the campaign with all the factories, businesses we can create in the north here. You are not assuring your youth that are not working. With this land, we call ourselves poor in the 5 northern regions with this gift God has given us. So I'm begging them, let's do clean campaign. And in the end, we all come together. You know, the last time that I responded, they have confidence to go around and say that, oh, what Kennedy Agyapong said, that is why we lost. But I responded to everything they said. Okay? But now, I'm not saying anything. It's not good for the party. If you say that you are going to make sure you sit by the ballot box and make sure everybody votes for one person, I'm assuring you this time, if we get 0 from any constituency, we will not accept the results. I'm telling you, I am for peace, but I'm advising them that if they give 0, but you let them try and see. We are all men in this party. What you do in the north, I'll do it in the south. I want to state it emphatically because it's too much.
Yes. I've not seen what the MPs have said. Maintain what the Casano is the man in the arena, so I don't want to conjecture much on it. But all that I will say is that, and the Musa Dan Canopy posted 3 images now or reflected on the original breakout of the MPP top 3 race, into of our Brian the Champion, of our Dr. Mahmoud Bayan, of our Kennedy Agyapong. My end started with Dr. Brian the Champion. There's a very interesting data. I say, oh, stupid data. I know something interesting. Let's start with Brian the Champion. What's Brian Champion? The top contributors to the 5%. Let me just get it here. Me shoot 2 phones. They be information. They be high. Charlie. Me 2 phones for now. Me 2 be so mamma. I am ranting. Yes, Brian Champion 5%. So what I'm doing is that Brian 5% no nya who breaking it down. I have found 5% the free back. In the Casabia percentage, I maybe I want to bro 5% there be 5% no breaking it down. That is also 100%. Of the 100% contributing to Brian's 5%, and where is the vote coming from? And it's very interesting. Ashanti region man 35%. Brian the champion. Eastern man 17%. Even Eastern also a governor, no man just 17. Greater Accra man is 16%. And a central region man is 7. This is in the top 4. My member I can count just to be able to get a try 5-5. And unless they are western region 4%. So that tells you that Brian is very strong in the two heartbeats of the MPP. MPP tradition is a region on where they are Ashanti eastern region. Very strong. Cumulatively man about 52%. 35-17%. But about other regions are on shows are signed. To show the curve now. It drops very sharply. It drops very sharply. So that is Brian the champion. Now come Kennedy Agyapong. Oje Kennedy Agyapong so chart na and drop it sharply. You can see say a cop by about 7 regions and some and also about sharply sir. Now Kennedy strength Ashanti region, so meaning that per Musa dan research Brian is even stronger in Ashanti region than Kennedy Agyapong. They contributed 25%. Greater Accra 16%. Eastern region 13%. Then central region, Kennedy home region, according to Musa dan 6%. And Brian is doing much stronger in central region than Kennedy, will be beaten by 1 percentage point. There's a survey. The BM say it may not party reviews. It may not be absolute. The BM I would disagree with the central region based because of Kennedy, but I mean yeah research. I can only speak to this. Then Volta region, Western region. So Kennedy top 5 Ashanti, Greater Accra, Eastern, Western region, and Central region. I don't know, so one call grassroots now, but someone who's been an MP there for over 24 years a year. I expect him to perform better in the Central. Now, what that tells is that Kennedy supports a wider geographical area, especially in southern Ghana and the coastal regions, perform well. But when it comes to the north, the performance is shaky. And to show the lowest performing regions, 5 Savannah region. They be started from Biao. Bono Biao will be what? Bono region, Savannah region, Northern region, Ahafu region, Oti region, and the Northeast region. In rather, I started from Savannah, Northern region, Ahafu region, Oti region, and Northeast. So 3 Northern regions. Until I watch one and Yabreno. This is the data. And they have the transition belt regions also have some characteristic of the northern region. Manfra. So they said that is when this is popular in Bunu East, Techiman, Pru East, Pru West, Sini East, Sini West. These are people from northern extraction. Drobonso. Such a fun place. I have one areas. I have one north Tepa. Those areas near people from northern extraction, they normally vote for the NDC. So that is why the NDC is stronger. That is why you can also see Kennedy is weak, and that is why he's spending more time there. Now, how does Kennedy compare to Kennedy and Brian compared to DMB? Of the Bawumia chart, that is on only and drop it sharply, sir. A bit of uniform, sir, compared to all the other 3. Now, Osha Bawumia also there. Bawumia is strong in Greater Accra 17 into all the 3 on your one yard to Ashanti region. Bawumia. Now, it also tells us the Greater Accra is the key battleground. All of them are getting 16. And my catch was a Greater Accra is quite homogeneous enough. It's the most cosmopolitan region of the analysis. Who really Greater Accra have a high affinity to win the elections. And you share Northern region 10. Western region 10, Eastern region 8. The other northern regions they meant because some vote to Esusa. It's not necessarily because of but even that Ocean Northern Ocean vote when you north compared to any other person. Brian 1%, 1% in the 5 areas on the northern regions. Kennedy is here 2%. Brian Bawumia then 2%, 3%. So Bawumia seems to have a more national performance. But Musa dan you saw the top 5 regions. This is it. When you look at the top kind of Central Greater Accra is a key battleground. Ashanti region, Brian Apeke, Kofoya Asante 4. So Brian can also lay claim to Ashanti region. Eastern region, Brian Central region, Bawumia, then Western region, Kennedy, Agyapong. So it's a very interesting showings that is coming. You see how it goes. When you say about Kennedy, maybe you will hold your weather. In my can't tribal politics, I'm careful. They should stop playing that card. And what if it's happening now?
Doesn't do anything. It keeps on flying higher and higher. And at a higher altitude, the core
succeedingly win the primaries and be the flag bearer of the party. How do you unite the party to come and work as one?
You see, my brother, they've been so unfair to me, but this time, I'm just quiet. I'm behaving like an eagle. Eagle, you get a crow, or you can call it raven. They always at the back of the eagle. The eagle has 7 feet wing, okay? That can hit the raven or the crow, but it doesn't do anything. It keeps on flying higher and higher. And at a higher altitude, the crow cannot breathe and he falls himself. That is what I'm doing. If not, I could have responded easily. You know me. But if I want to respond, I will respond. Bunch of lies. Kennedy Agyapong. I went around with Napo as the vice presidential candidate. I also went around myself campaigning. And most of the places I went, I gave the candidates 100,000. They came to my office. I have the list. Napo himself came to my warehouse to inspect the things I was going to give to the parliamentary candidates, which I did. Sewing machines, street lights. Some Chinese guys brought me necklace, gold, and I gave it to them, and other things.
Wow.
And I went around campaigning. So I'm surprised. Now my reward, instead of saying thank you to me, my reward is insults. But I've just kept quiet. I give it to God. You see, and let me tell you, there's a gentleman here going around. He said, what? I've forgotten his name. The dirty politics they are doing in the 5 northern regions and the tribal politics, I have to state it emphatically. Going around here, the youth now want development. So they are buying into my message. But the political leaders, MPs, former ministers, threatening them. Some leaders threatening them. They call them and tell them, if you don't vote for one candidate and you campaign for anybody, leave our land. So should I also go to Central region and give an order like that? Let me tell you, they shouldn't deceive themselves. That they should stop the tribal politics, because the 5 northern regions, Central region, Western North, we are more than the 5 northern regions
combined. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So they have to be very careful. You do tribal politics here and you come to the south. Again, I'm advising them that if MPP will win, you need Ashanti region, Eastern region, Central region. Okay? These 3 regions alone. And you have to break even 50-50 in Greater Accra, and you win. So when you come to your place and play tribal politics and you expect the Southerners also to vote for you, I'm begging them, we need unity in the party. I can also go to the South and play tribal. What will happen to the party? You see, you asked the question. Last election, they did the same thing. And when I responded, I only responded to all the allegations
That were made against you.
Yeah, that were made against me. And they turned around and said that I was insulting the party. So this time, I've been quiet. I'm not responding to anything. And they are shooting themselves on the foot. Because this time, how can you go to election and say that we are going to provoke him to spoil his own campaign? So now, I'm not saying anything. And the whole party man going around Northern region saying that Kennedy Agyapong has been giving information to Yoko to arrest MPP people. How can I stoop so low? And do I know what you did at your various ministries for me to go and report? That dirty campaign will not help us. Again, a guy is going around saying that if he vote for Kennedy Agyapong to win, NDC is going to use Ameswale. So he killed Ameswale. Wow. This is the campaign with all the factories, businesses we can create in the north here. You are not assuring your youth that are not working. With this land, we call ourselves poor in the 5 northern regions with this gift God has given us. So I'm begging them, let's do clean campaign. And in the end, we all come together. You know, the last time that I responded, they have confidence to go around and say that, oh, what Kennedy Agyapong said, that is why we lost. But I responded to everything they said. Okay? But now I'm not saying anything. It's not good for the party. If you say that you are going to make sure you sit by the ballot box and make sure everybody votes for one person, I'm assuring you this time, if we get 0 from any constituency, we will not accept the results. I'm telling you, I am for peace, but I'm advising them that if they give 0, but you let them try and see. We are all men in this party. What you do in the north, I'll do it in the south. I want to state it emphatically because it's too much.
Let me address this issue. People are going around, they don't have a message. When they come, they should tell you what they are going to do for you. You grow a lot of things here. You don't have a single factory. And they will not talk about what they can do for you. I hear some of the people came here and said that I have been giving information to Yoko and they are arresting MPP people. I have never met anybody from Yoko. And I will never do that to any MPP. And again, I don't even know what they did. It shows how desperate they are. Now they know they don't have power on the police, military, officers, everybody. So they are desperate. That is why they're coming up with lies. You know, coming here, I've done my research and I know what you have been producing, but you don't have market, you don't have industries here to process all your produce. And I am here to confirm or to promise you that if you vote for me, I'm going to bring industries here, at least rice mill. How much does rice mill cost? Rice mill. You produce corn, but you don't have a single factory processing corn into oil. This is cooking oil from corn. When we can produce this here, we can do this ourselves. And this they import from Canada. Vote for Kennedy Agyapong and I'll bring this factory here. It is not only oil. We can use corn to produce corn flour. We can use corn to produce starch. We can use corn to produce ethanol. We can use corn to produce poultry feed. We can use corn to produce cornflakes. We can use corn to produce what? A lot of things. Cerelac, biscuits. What are we doing? Where are your brothers who come and only lie to you that, oh, the man who can bring all these factories here is insulting you? It is not true. They don't know what they should do for you, or they don't know what they can do for you. So they only come and lie to you. My brothers and sisters, we need development. We need development. We don't need brothers who come and speak English every day and your pocket is empty. You have a lot of sunflower in the 5 northern regions. Sunflower. This is imported from Ukraine. When we can produce it ourselves in Ghana here and save our dollars, our foreign exchange, everything that we can produce in the 5 northern regions, we are importing. If you give me opportunity to serve you, I'm going to ban importation of all this oil and we'll produce our own oil. This is soya beans. You produce soya beans here. All the 5 northern regions, wherever I've gone to, they produce this. But we always import soya milk. This is soya beans. Milk form. They've added only chocolate flavor. And it's imported. Everything we can find in our country here is imported. How? This is soya beans. They use soya beans for milk. You can feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Madam, feel it. Yeah, this is from soya beans. They only. This is from soya beans. They only added chocolate. They only added chocolate. Yes. We only need a good leader. So I'm begging you, give me opportunity to serve you, and you see the number of industries or factories we are going to bring here. This is tomato juice. Tomato juice. We produce tomatoes in abundance in the 5 northern regions. We don't have a single factory producing juice. This is tomato juice. We import all this into the country. I'm going to give you loans, no interest. We'll give free fertilizers. We'll give free chemicals for the farmers. That is the only way we can compete on the global market, because our finished products are so expensive. Because there are no subsidies to the farmers. I'm going to give subsidies to farmers. This is coconut juice. Coconut mixed with pineapple. I want to tell you, on my way from Tamale, I was looking left, right, and I saw a lot of share nut trees with the fruit tama. And all the 5 northern regions, we have this tama fruits. And there's no tama juice factory in the 5 northern regions. Common tama juice. You can have tama and coconut, tama and pineapple, tama and carrots, tama and apple, tama and orange. Just as this is coconut and pineapple. We can use tama and coconut. We can use tama, pineapple, and we call it tama coconut juice, tama pineapple juice, tama apple juice, tama carrot juice. What are we doing? This is sweet potatoes. We grow sweet potatoes in all the 5 northern regions. I bought this from a village called Sakadugu, a village after Walawale on your way to Naregu. I bought this potato, sweet potatoes.
So,
this is sweet potato chips. Sweet potato chips. We can have this. The good news is this is we are turning potatoes into chips. We can turn potatoes into starch for the pharmaceutical industries to use.
So,
This is yam chips. You produce a lot of yam. You don't have a single factory here that can process your yam into just chips. And we are always importing chips. Choboi, you see this? This is the same as this. You see, I've only changed the design. And now we are selling this on American market. This shirt is $300, which is today's 3,600 cedis. This shirt. And you weave them all over the 5 northern regions. We are weaving this. This is what I'm talking about. We need to change. We need to change. And we can make a lot of money from the things we do. The only person you need to do this for you is a businessman who is a leader of this country. This is the fugu the men have been wearing for so long. I have just changed it, a design. And this, because it's heavy, America and Europe, the weather is cold. So they always buy this during winter time. That is why it's expensive. They use it as a coat. What are we doing? They'll tell you, my brother, but they can't show you the way. Simple things for you to make money. They always want you to be poor so that you come and beg them for your children's school fees. Wake up. Wake up. Let's develop Ghana together. We can all do it. Not only politicians who will come and speak English and beg them for your children's school fees. You can pay your children's school fees yourself when you are working and you are being paid. That is what we need in this country. So give me opportunity to serve you. You produce a lot of yam. You don't know that these sacks, I produce them. This is my company. If you want to buy some, go to Hajia's store in Tamale. I produce this for the water companies. I produce this. So if I tell you that I'm going to give your children's job, you have to believe me. This company, this factory, I have 365 workers and 15 Ghanaians and 15 Indians. Out of the 365, 257 are Northerners staying in Ashama. Now I want to ask you, your brothers who are politicians, how many jobs have they created for their Northern brothers and sisters? At least I have done this. I'm not racist, tribalist, or anything, or I don't discriminate. Everybody. You don't need certificate to go and pack this. So if MPP comes to power and they are always asking you certificate, do you need certificate to pack this one? Do you need a degree? Do you need a degree? So I'm telling you, everybody, no matter your level of education, whether you schooled or not, whether you are graduate or not, you are going to get your job. You get job to do. So believe me, I'm a businessman. I have created businesses. I've employed over 7,000 workers in this country. So if I tell you I'm going to bring investors here to come and help you build industries and create employment, you have to believe me. I'm not just talking. This is not English. Practical things, common sense. You have seen it. I have a witness here. She will tell you she's been to the factory. I'm supplying her. All the items she's selling in Tamale in her store is from my company at Free Zones. Choboi, I want you to fill this form. But honestly, this is not complete. The most important thing is your telephone number, but there's no contact number here. Whoever filled this form, Farouk Omar, this form is not complete. You need your telephone number. We are going to call you. So give it to them to fill it again. Add the telephone number. Use this form to employ you because you work so hard for MPP. But when MPP is in power and you need a job, you need opportunity, you need police recruitment, they will charge you 20,000. Fire service, 20,000. Immigration, 20,000. Military, 20,000. Your own party. Now Mahama has come and employed NDC people and nobody was charged. Why is it that MPP, your own brothers, you charge them 20,000 to give their children recruitment? I am telling you, if Kennedy Agyapong is the president, and I hear anybody has sold a position to anybody, I will arrest him and jail him. You see, that is why they are afraid and they always come and lie to you. Oh, Kennedy Agyapong is insulting MPP people. Now they are saying that Kennedy Agyapong is the one reporting them to Yoko. Whatever you did, I'm not aware of it. So I'm fighting for the grassroots. I'm fighting for the grassroots. So you should also fight for me. Don't be afraid of anybody. Let's fight together and win together and work together. That is the only way we can build MPP party. So Zabzugu, this time I know you're going to give me a big number, at least 70%, so that I'll bring development here. God bless all of you.